Yo, let's kick 2024 off with a freaking bang, all right? You wanna talk about a banger of a car? It's this guy right here. I mean, it's short, it's tight, it's notchy. Okay, here we go, ready? So I'm gonna rally the crap out of this car. Hold on to your butts. Hey, I think outside of what did you do to earn your money to buy all these supercar hypercars, I think the number one most asked question is, why do you blur your face? First of all, I was disfigured in a horrible gasoline fight accident. Second of all, I am wanted by the FBI. Third of all, I don't want people showing up at my door at 2 a.m. in the morning like they do at Stradman's house, okay? Being famous is the thing that I desire least in life. So, I have now grown out this beautiful beard. I will now be wearing glasses, although I'm not sponsored by Pit Viper. I really wish I was sponsored by Pit Viper. Let's freaking go, Pit Viper. And now I have my custom. So this hat was made in the Gucci factories. I actually don't know where it was made. I think I bought it off of Amazon or something, okay? I have these custom made Ron hats so you'll know exactly who I am whenever you see me. I've had them surgically implanted to my skull. This is gonna be a really fun year. Look for Ron hat. That's gonna be me walking around, okay? We're excited. No more blurring. I'm gonna just let you guys know exactly who I am. I am Ron Bombad, and this is my car collection. This thing put down 1,262 rear wheel horsepower at 2JZ Motorsports and adrenaline. What's adrenaline called?
I think it's just adrenaline dyno.
Adrenaline dyno. Nice. Whenever a car shows up in an adrenaline and it hits the 1,000 rear wheel horsepower mark, you get one of these shirts. I don't know how many of y'all have one of these shirts. At least 1,000 horsepower, part of the 1,000 horsepower club. But this thing is well in excess of 1,000 horsepower. Big single turbo, stroker motor. We bought this from Alex lambojesus. He and the previous owner have turned this thing into probably the cleanest Toyota Supra on the face of planet Earth. It is unbelievably immaculate. The build quality is second to none, and it puts down 1,262 rear wheel horsepower, which is roughly 1,400 at the crank, maybe a little bit more. Rear wheel drive, manual transmission. Now it has, I mean, in fact, let's go find out what it has exactly, because I got it back, but I actually haven't sat down with the 2JZ guys to hear exactly what has changed on this vehicle. But I can tell you from driving it, massive difference, massive change. It puts the power down so linear, so smooth. I believe it now has traction control with the new engine management system. This thing is an absolute screamer. And I think it might be the most powerful car that I've ever owned. So I'm excited to put some miles on this bad boy. We're gonna do some high speed stuff, some track stuff, some pulls in Mexico with this car. It's gonna be absolutely insane. But first, why don't we talk about the first new car of 2024 for Supercar Rhonda and I. We picked up this insane Bentley GTC Sport from Bentley of Salt Lake City. Tom, Travis, those guys absolutely kill it. I love this. I have this thing, like check this out, taste. Look at the colorway on this. Okay, now look over there at the Bugatti. Okay, now flash some image of my, wait, what other color?
The Urus.
The Urus, there you go. That's the one I was forgetting, okay? I love this kind of primer gray color. I don't know, maybe I'm just a boring guy, but like, this is so sinister. We have some wheels and tires coming on it. We've got a drop. It sounds insane already. I am so excited. This car is gonna live in southern Utah most of the time. Seats 4, does 200 miles per hour. Top down, lovely motoring, and it's my very first Bentley, okay? I actually have another Bentley on order that we'll be talking about. It should arrive in June, July. Very special edition Bentley. I'm really looking forward to this year and my Bentley experience though. So this has just entered the garage, the very first one for 2024. man, we got a lot of cars on order this year. It's going to be insane. All right, guys, this is, shockingly actually, this is my very first JDM car. There are other JDM cars out there. It's not that I've had something against JDM cars, it's that I've kind of preferred the Germans and Italians over almost anything else. So I'm super stoked to have this, not only because of the build and the power and the speed and everything else, but this is my first foray into the Japanese domestic market kind of vehicles. There is a car out there, I'm not gonna announce it yet, there is a car that we have been searching for in the JDM world. Man, they're getting really expensive real quick, but, well, we can't announce anything yet, okay? We are in the search for one of these beautiful, magnificent beasts. But in the meantime, this is my JDM supercar. I am in love with it. I think it is amazing. Edit the part out where I said the F word, all right, Tace? The only F word I know is fun. First gear is a little, it's a little, yeah, you know, hard to shoot the gap when first gear is a little finicky. You really just gotta let first gear out really slow. I love this thing. So tasty. First impressions. First gear sucks, but it sucks about half as bad as the Carrera GT. Now, I've been driving manual transmissions literally my entire driving history. Hold on just a second. Can't answer you right now. That was Kristen, my assistant. Kristen, if you're seeing this video for the first time, I just put you on ignore. I'm driving down the road in a 1400 horsepower Supra, and I need a little bit of focus and steely determination and wisdom and skills and talents. The motor revs, it almost feels like a single clutch flywheel. Like the motor revs so quickly. Whenever I pulled up to a red light in the Carrera GT, my palms would get all sweaty. And like, cause I knew that there was at least a 50-50 chance that I was gonna stall the Carrera GT. And short throw shifter, like this is a really short throw, and I love it. I mean, it's short, it's tight, it's notchy, you know? So I'm glad that I'm hitting every single red light today. Oh, look, light's turning yellow right in front of me, just so I can practice my first gear starts. I'm so happy about that. We are on our way to 2JZ Motorsports. They are one of the preeminent Toyota Supra modifiers in the entire country, and they happen to be in our backyard. You know what I have a dream of? I want to buy one of those Mercedes 190 Evo 2s and slap a 2JZ in that car. Okay, here we go. Ready? That entire way.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Hey, good to thanks for having us over. Do you mind if we come in, or what do you want us to do? Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, cool. This is like Toyota Supra heaven, man. We wanted to hear kind of your impressions on my car that I bought from Alex in Arizona.
Okay.
And then maybe walk us through kind of what you guys did to it. I mean, the improvements on the driving is like so dramatic, you know?
I'm glad.
Yeah.
We were trying to get it more into a street car where it's fun to drive, and
yes,
it's almost like a late night car.
Yeah.
When no one's out, when you got to go make some hits, because that it gets up.
Yes.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I was surprised that turbo did that well.
1262. That's what I saw.
That turbo really, it's rated at 1200 crank.
Oh, really?
So you made 1260 to the wheels. That's more like 1400 at the crank.
Yes.
So the turbo did a good job.
But you didn't think it was going to make, you know, almost 1400 crank horsepower. Like
No,
this is usually good for around 1200. So why do you think it made, you know, I mean, that's quite a bit more power.
Well, so you have the stroker.
Yep.
And remember,
Stroker
when they
motor.
give estimates on what a turbo can make, they're just assuming in general.
Standard.
Yeah, so depending on your motor. So a 3.4 stroker usually gives you anywhere from 10 to 15% just more power overall.
Interesting.
Okay. So we gained some power there. The head and the cams, I can tell the head had a lot of work done. So I believe it was CNC'd, so they opened it up as big as they could, and then they go in and hand polish the rest and clean it all up. And then they did a very aggressive cam. So the cam gives you a lot more power on the top end to make the big power, but it takes away from your spool up a little bit. So the car is a little bit lazier, you know, when it's getting into boost, but it gives you the power on the top end.
Yeah, that's right.
And so
that's right.
between all those things,
Just made more power.
it did. It did a really good job. I was excited to see that.
All right.
Let's say you're on the highway and you want to make a hit. You basically just make sure whatever gear you're in, get it above 5,000, full throttle, button at the same time, and you'll hear it pop, pop. You know, it'll start, and then you just let off the button. That's it, and it's gonna go.
Well, I'm gonna try that on the way
Yeah.
home and just see, as long as there's no traffic, just see kind of what happens.
Yeah, it'll immediately go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Good work, and I'm gonna rally the crap out of this car.
Okay,
It's gonna be
enjoy
awesome.
it.
Gotta figure out the rolling anti-lag. Okay, I did it right that time. That was fun. We were gonna go knock on the door here in Envision and just go in and kind of see the progress on some of the projects that we're working on with these guys. But I think we have a better idea. We're just gonna two-step right outside.
Yep,
Okay,
that's the plan.
that's the plan. All right, let's do this again.
Guy in the shop's gonna come out because of you. It's gonna cost me $100 at least. Look at this. Oh, Ron, great to see you. I like the new facial hair.
We're right. I drew this over the holiday.
Look what you just did. You just cost me $100 and wasted time, Ron.
Oh, yo. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Tace, you were right, bro. You were right. Look, we just had, you know, we've had a really productive day meeting with Envision on some of the projects that we're working on. I mean, look, we have everything from, you know, a 10-second minivan that we're working on to some new Baja stuff to super and hypercar stuff. You know, Envision has been a really trusted partner of ours in a lot of these builds. And so, man, we are starting off, I have like an entire list of car projects that we will be sharing with you on our channel. So hit subscribe, watch what we're doing. You know, if it doesn't have 1,000 horsepower or, you know, at least a 10-second kind of aim to it, we're not really doing it these days. So it's gonna be nuts. 2024, hold on to your butts.